I'm gonna attempt to make some nails today. I have all this stuff because I have this problem where I get ideas for things I want to do until I buy the stuff to do it, and then I let it sit there for months and not do anything with it. So I may or may not have bought like all the stuff to make my own acrylic nails last year at some point and then just not touched it for like 8 months. So that's fine. But I feel like giving it a shot today. So we're gonna try. I'll show you what I have. This light, it's like a UV light, and then this kit of the Beetles gel polishes. This shit might even be expired, I have no idea. My sister got me this for Christmas like a few years ago, so it might be expired. We'll see. If it just keeps, if it's like gummy forever and doesn't ever dry, then I'm gonna assume it's expired. And then I got all this extra stuff. So I got these nails. They're pre-cut to like a standard kind of almond shape. I also have like long coffin shaped nails that you can kind of, you can cut down and shape them how you want. They just start out super long. And then I have more like medium almond tips. I also have these little stands for them. You like put the nails on them and then you can kind of decorate them as you go. And there's like a single one, you can kind of hold it. So, and I have a portable UV light. I have a bunch of different top coats and a bunch of different colors. And then I also bought these like gems, a bunch of different gems to put on them in little pieces. So I don't know, I'm just gonna try to make some nails today. We'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, I always have like a bunch of pre-made ones that I can put on instead. So it's not a big deal if it doesn't work out. And then I have these cool like cyber tribal little sticker things. These are for nails too. Yeah. These are nail stickers. I have historically had very little luck with nail stickers looking good. I think mainly it's a patience issue for me because I don't wait till it's completely dry and then it gets messed up. So we're gonna try to not have that happen today. I don't have anything else to do until 2 p.m. and it is 10:18 in the morning right now. So plenty of time. Can wait as long as I need to get these done. And that's great. Sculpture gel, we're not ready for that. I'm not ready for that level. All of these have like, like they're made in a factory probably, so they have like that little tiny, you can't even probably see it. Like the tip is like slightly, like they pulled it off a line or whatever. Just gonna smooth that out because it'll bother me every now. We will try the glue stickers. I always have such trouble getting like the film off of these. There we go. I also just cut my nails like completely off because I was meeting my friend's baby and I was really paranoid about having clean hands, so I was like, I'm gonna cut my nails completely short so I can get them super clean. Worth it. She was so cute. She is so cute. First baby I've ever held. Like, baby. I think I've held like a toddler before. Yeah, I used to babysit like a 1-year-old when I was in high school. But I'd never held like a newborn. She's like 2 weeks old. I was terrified, but it was totally fine. I think she even kind of liked me. Toes, get out. Get out of here. You're not allowed in here, bud. Peed on the floor too many times. I can't take it. The disrespect. This is my craft room. You disrespected it. You disrespected my craft room, and I can't stand for that. He's pissed in here one too many times, dude. I know he's still a puppy, but he's 9 months. Like, you're barely a puppy, dude. Get it together. I have all the nails stuck onto their little platforms. So now we're gonna pick some colors, I guess. I don't know how detailed I'm gonna get. We'll just see. We'll see where the day takes us. So these are all my colors. Okay, right off the bat, I like the look of this one. I love a sparkly purple. Can you see that? Can you see that at all? Sparkly purple. If I put in a little reflection piece. Wow, it's so pretty. You can't see it. It's fine. It's fine. So I like that one. What else do we got? We have a sparkly red. Oh, I'm feeling sparkles. Well, it is Pride this weekend, so maybe that's why I'm feeling sparkles. Ooh, this is cool. It's like black with sparkles. We have a black sparkle, red sparkle, purple sparkle. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna go with black sparkle. I'm gonna go with this one and see what it looks like on the nail. And I should also have some kind of a paper towel because this is a nice desk. Don't want to ruin it. Should I do a base coat? I probably should do a base coat. I think that's a thing with this kit. Foundation, the base gel. Okay, I gotta do that first. This is another perk or like pro to doing the fake nails and then gluing them onto my finger is I hate putting my hands under a UV light. Something about it feels wrong. It kind of burns and I'm like, is this giving me skin cancer right now? Like, is this giving me hand cancer? So this way, I don't gotta worry about it because it's just going on these plastic nails. Ooh, that's so satisfying. To paint on these is so fun. Even though this stuff smells awful. It smells like a hot car. a hot new car. Maybe a controversial opinion, but I hate the smell of new car. That new car smell makes me nauseous. It's disgusting. Okay. Putting these under the light for 60 seconds when I paint the other ones. My neighbor's dog is going to freaking town. Like, he's just non-stop yipping today. I don't know if they put him outside as a punishment and they're just like sick of him because he's being annoying to them, but like feels like a punishment for the whole neighborhood doing that. Now we all gotta hear him. Maybe it's a puppy though. They still feel tacky. They still feel tacky. Do one more minute. Again, this stuff is like most definitely expired for sure. But it's what I got, so we're gonna try to use it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's fine. Just gonna give it our best shot. I think what I'm gonna do, what I'm thinking right now is the black sparkly, and then I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna try to see how one of these will show up on the nail. I think on a black nail, they would show up pretty good. So I'm gonna try it on one nail and see how it goes, and if it gets messed up, I can just fix that one nail. Also, way less frustrating to fix the nails when they're not on you. It's already hard enough to paint them the first time, so when it gets messed up, which is a problem that I have because I'm impatient and I like start trying to do things when my nails are still wet, and then they get messed up and I have to restart and it sucks. Not a problem with these because it's not on my finger, so I don't have to worry about it. What a hack. What a freaking hack. I have to add that show to my list. You know how people always say, like, they recommend you a show or a movie and they're like, oh yeah, I gotta watch that, let me add it to my list. I didn't think that people actually had lists. I thought they were just saying that as like a figure of speech, because that's what I was doing. I would be like, yeah, that sounds cool, I'll add it to my list, and like I'd try to like file it in my head, like, okay, yeah, if I remember, like, I'll try to watch that. But then I was really just watching what I want to watch, you know? But my friend showed me the other day, she has a legit list of like stuff she's trying to watch. And then I felt bad, so that I'd been lying about having a list. So I made one, and I'm gonna put that show Hacks on it because I keep seeing really like funny or like heartfelt clips on TikTok about it. And now I wanna watch it. I'm going to make sure that my dog has something to chew on other than my cat, and then I'll be back. Okay. There's still like I feel like they're still just slightly tacky, but I don't know. I've had them in there for like 5 minutes, so maybe that's just how it's supposed to feel. It's not quite tacky, but it's like also I can tell it's not completely dry, which bothers me. It's fine. Also, I don't know if you noticed my shirt. How awesome is this? W the P, honey. There's nothing like the patience of a hungry bear. You see that? So sick. Target. I never shop at Target anymore. It's such a shame. I just don't have one that close to me, and it's not the cheapest. I mean, it's fine, but I don't really shop there very often. But I saw this the other day, and I was like, I gotta have that. That's amazing. Oh! Do you hear that? That's exactly why I couldn't mow my lawn. It is gonna storm today. This is so satisfying. It's like the satisfaction of painting when you get when you paint someone else's nails. I think I'm gonna have to do like 2 or 3 coats. Definitely at least 2. I'm thinking probably 3 with how thin this is coming out. Oh, I might not be able to go ghost hunting tonight if it's raining. Oh man. I was gonna go. Well, first my friend's having a housewarming party. She didn't buy a house, but she's in a house. And it's a celebration because she was living. So she owned a duplex, or a condo. She owned a condo downtown, and it was super cute, and she was like renovating it all herself, and she did all these modifications and like put these cool cabinets in, and she retiled the bathroom. It was like whole, you know, home makeover, DIY type stuff. It was awesome. It was so her, it was so cute. She had it for a few years, and then she had this neighbor move in upstairs that was so disrespectfully loud. Like he had this dog that would not stop barking. Like it would wake her up at 4 in the morning. Like she didn't get like a full night's sleep for months because of this dog. And she told him about it. She was like nice at first, and then she was like, okay, this is really a problem. Like you need to figure this out. She told not the landlord, but like the community that she's in, complained about it, and they like weren't gonna do anything about it, even though the guy was renting and she owns her condo. So that makes no sense to me. Like, why on earth would you prioritize a renter over someone who lives there full time or like has owned it for years? Like that's super disrespectful, I feel like. But anyway, she finally couldn't handle it anymore. Like she'd been dealing with it for like almost a year at that point, and was literally sleep deprived and like loopy and like living in hell. So she put her condo up for sale and she moved to an apartment on the other side of town. Didn't love that. I don't think I ever heard why that was like not ideal. It was okay, I guess. But then her friend moved out of state, and he had been renting a house or owned a house, and now they're renting it from him. I don't know. But anyway, long story short, she's living in a house now with her friend, and it's just a way better situation. And she's like finally in a good place with that, with her living situation, and happy again. So that's why we're having a housewarming party, to celebrate that, because it's a big win for her. And then we're gonna go to Pride for a little bit downtown, go see the performers, and then I was gonna maybe go ghost hunting with some friends at like a local haunted, well not local, it's like 45 minutes away, at this bridge that's supposedly haunted. So if it's raining, we're probably not gonna go. I might not even go to Pride if it's like rained out. I'll probably still go. I'm probably doing this way longer than I need to, but because I feel like the stuff is expired, I'm trying to do it way longer than it says to, just in case. So this is probably gonna take me a while. I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 coats, and then I'll be back once they're like fully painted and with an opaque enough black sparkle color that we can maybe see the stickers show up. But I won't make you sit through that. So I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm on my last coat with the black sparkles. Running out of the polish too. Pretty small bottle. But I'm making reusable nails, so it's fine. Each layer has like still been just slightly tacky after like 5 minutes under the UV lamp. So that's not good, but I know that I have at least a top coat. Look at the difference. Wow. I know that I at least have a top coat that is not expired. So even if all the layers are not fully cured, I'm hoping that if I have the top coat cure properly, it'll be fine. Because I don't want to have gummy nails that like stick to everything. That would suck. Okay, I'm gonna let these cure. They feel completely dry. I'm so relieved. I was afraid they were gonna be tacky, but they're dry. Sick. These look so good. So good. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how they turned out. They actually turned out good. Okay. This is so exciting. Okay, I was looking at the charms. I need to narrow down like what I'm gonna use. I think I talked about this in a video before, but I realized that I actually hate like chunky things on my nails because then it gets caught in my hair really easily. So I'm gonna try not to do anything too chunky, but I still want them to be fun, and I have a lot of options. Obviously, we want to try these stickers, and then I have these like sort of bubble gems. They're like flat enough, I don't think they would get caught in my hair. So those are my top 2 choices right now, at least for some of the nails. But I have all these cool charms, and I think I literally just used nail glue and glued them on, and that should be fine. But I have a lot of options. So I was going to show you some of the ones that I'm probably not going to use because they're just too chunky, but they're still really cool. Tweezers. I've got a bunch of creepy ones. Like this is like looks like a bone of some kind. There's like a little Donnie Darko rabbit mask thing. I actually hate that movie. It's so creepy. I didn't get it. But yeah, little Donnie Darko mask thingy. And then, what is that? Little like angel thing. Or another bone. I don't know. I'm thinking it's another bone because this is like a creepy set. And then this one has some more cutesy stuff. Okay, never mind. That's a butterfly with a skull on it. That's not too cutesy, is it? But some like crosses, some hearts, these cool kind of like iridescent butterflies. But it's so chunky. Like, can you imagine that on your nail? That'd be so annoying. So maybe some other time when I feel like I have the patience to deal with that. These moons are pretty flat. That's a pretty flat moon. I think I could handle that. So maybe we'll use a moon or 2. And then this big set, I'm not gonna lift up because it's open, but I have there's some cool stuff in here too. There's like a teddy bear, and there's some cool flowers. A lot of them have that like black with like the iridescent green, blue sparkles on it. Teddy bear and a rose. A lot of teddy bears in here. Little bunny rabbit, little bunny man, oops. And then a bunch of different gems. And I think the gems are what I'm gonna use. Like, has like those like Hot Topic studs, you know what I mean? Where it's like a silver kind of stud. I'll probably use those because they're really small. And maybe just some of the flatter gems. That's cute. A little snaky. That's pretty flat. I don't know what the theme of this set is gonna be. Like, it's just random. It's just whatever looks cool, man, you know? Whatever I feel like looks cool. What is he doing? I let Toast outside and I can see him from this window. Oh, stop. Traditionally, that's meant to stay. I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, I think he's eating something. No, what is he eating? Maybe just the grass? Toast, stop it. Stop eating stuff. Go potty. He doesn't know where my voice is coming from. He's confused. I was trying to give him some outside time, but he always wants me to be out there with him. And if it was nice out, I would not bat an eye. I'd go sit out there with him and be totally fine. But it's humid and it's kind of hot and I'm just not really feeling it. So I was gonna let him out there by himself, but then he starts digging. He's like eating stuff, like he gets himself into trouble. Okay, I'm gonna try to put one of these stickers on. Let me get it up with my nail first, and then I'll use the tweezers to place it. Oh man, this is difficult. I got it, I can do it, I can do it. It's okay. Get off this sheet of paper. Come on, come on. These are bad tweezers. The fact that they can't even like grab it. Oh. He never barks. What's he barking? Uh-oh. I might have to go see what he's barking at. He never barks. Legitimately. Can I take it off? It's too high. Doesn't look good there. It came off and it's fine. Okay, let me go check on Toast because he's freaking out. He's just running laps around the yard. Maybe he's just barking at himself. Like he's just like... No, he's barking at something. Maybe there's a mole. Yeah, no, he just wants inside. Okay. I'll go let him in. Okay, that's better. For some reason I don't like that though. For some reason I'm not liking it as much as I thought I would. But I don't know. I'm gonna add more like stuff to it, like gems and stuff, and see how I feel then. But I'm gonna let Toast in first. I'm impressed by how like the design looks on the nail. Even if I'm not super in love with it, the sticker did work really well. Like this is like a pretty good quality sticker, I think. So hard to get off without ruining the sticker though, I have to say. Ooh, that one came off pretty good. Okay, I want to put it on a different finger than I did the other hand. Okay, this one's not laying as flat as the other one did. But I think if I put a top coat over it, it'll be fine. Also, my shirt's like splattered now because Toast was a little bit wet, a little bit muddy. And now he's sad that I put him away. I put him in his room just so he could dry off because he's like a mess. I don't have time to give him a bath right now. I gotta go in like an hour. There's my alarm. I think I can give myself like 30 more minutes to finish these nails. I think we can do it. Ooh. I gotta set a timer when I'm like have to be somewhere, because otherwise I will get lost in whatever I'm doing and never... Like if I don't set an alarm, the only reason I make it somewhere on time is like sheer luck or the universe or whatever. That happened to me the other day. Where was I going? My friends wanted to go see Backrooms at like 7 p.m. on a Sunday. Didn't put it on my calendar, didn't set an alarm. Was literally just like reading in bed at like 6 o'clock. Cause it's Sunday, you know, whatever. And had my phone on silent, hadn't looked at it in hours, wasn't gonna look at it like until I was like going to bed and needed to set an alarm for the next, you know, for work in the morning. I don't even remember why I decided to look at my phone. Like, I decided for some reason I was like checking something else and I saw their texts and I was like, oh my God. And it's not that big of a deal if I'd missed it, whatever, but I'd already bought the ticket. We bought tickets online so we could sit next to each other in the same row. So I bought a ticket to Backrooms at like the theater we were going to, and then completely forgot about it. And it would have just been like a waste of 14 bucks, but whatever. But I made it there and it was good. It was really weird. Not really scary, which I kind of appreciated because I'm not a super big scary movie fan. So it wasn't like gory or that scary at all, but it was really creepy and like a weird as heck story. And I know it's based off of like a video game, but I've never played the game, so I wasn't sure what to expect. And the characters and like the villain they have in it, I thought, oh, this is like must be like the final boss in the game or something. And then I came to realize at the end, like, no, like this is just another random, like the game is so random and inconsistent and weird that's probably something that's like never even shown up in the game. Like the game is infinite and random and weird, right? So people who played the game probably had never seen that villain or that scenario before either, because it's just like, that's just the game being, it's like so random and infinite and weird. The set design was so good though. Like the set design was crazy, especially when they're running through and they get to like the deeper, like the deeper you go, the more insane it gets in there, in the back rooms. And the set design was so good and realistic. It was wild. And that's hard to do with something so, like, conceptually strange and out of this world, to make it look real. Okay. I think that's the last of those stickers I'm going to use because they're really annoying. They're really annoying to try and get off the page. So I'm just going to give this a rest and add some other stuff. I had other stickers too. I don't know where they went. They weren't really the vibe anyway. They were like more cutesy flowers kind of thing. Whereas we're clearly doing, you know, something cooler than that. Okay. I got this little like gem picker upper, like one of those claw games. I don't know how well it's gonna work though. Probably not very well. Probably about as well as the claw games. Especially with these gems that are like, wow, it worked. Oh, and there it goes. And there it goes. Landed somewhere in here. I don't see it though. I think if I was quicker about it, I'd be okay. I need some nail glue. I need some nail glue. I cannot believe that just worked. Like that kind of just worked. I got it on there. You see that? Okay, the focusing is terrible, but whatever. I kind of got it on there. Random as hell placement, like I'm just putting it on here wherever I can, but whatever. I'm having so much fun though. This is really fun. I love doing a little craft. I've been wanting to do nails for such a long time. Literally like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, is when I got the freaking stuff to do this, and I haven't done it yet. Okay, I feel like 2 is maybe enough on that one. What else should we put on here? What else should we do? These tiny little... Oh my gosh, how am I even gonna grab those? They're so tiny. Little studs, they're so tiny. Oh, that's way too big of a glob for this small of a gem. I have to find something else. Something bigger, globbier. Nope. I'm not really in a rush because the glue is so not gonna dry. It's not gonna dry without the cure light, I don't think. Because it's out of date. I feel like I'm training for that claw game. Like this is such an intense version with how small it is. I want that there actually. And then I want a smaller something. That is gonna get stuck in my hair. That is, I don't want that. It's too chunky. It's too chunky. It's gonna get stuck in my hair. About this piece. This looks flatter. That's flatter. Light is hurting my eyes. Shouldn't look at it. Ah! I didn't have a coaster. So I'm using the lid to the tin that I keep some of the nail stuff in. We're curing it, we're curing it, it's being cured. It's being cured, we're curing it. All your ailments are gone. Okay, this is what we did. Can you see it? Can you see it at all? Why will it not focus on the nail? Okay, well, I'll take pictures. The thumb is a blank canvas. What do I do with the thumb? These are so cool. They're like little tiny like shell pieces. They're gonna be too chunky though. They're gonna get caught in my hair. I need to just use the really flat ones. Yes. That's so cool. We're just gonna put it on. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? That song is stuck in my head because I keep seeing it on TikTok. It's so pretty, but like, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm over it. I've heard it too much. It's now stuck in my head forever. Are you exploring? Oh my goodness! Hi, Squishy. Are you being so brave and exploring? Well. What a good boy. So brave. My brave boy. Could do a moon on this one, maybe. Kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. It's abstract. It's abstract. Doesn't matter. It can be a celestial theme if you want. Doesn't have to be anything. It can just be whatever you feel like putting on the nails. So not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish these like to a satisfactory point for myself before I go to my friend's party. I guess I don't have to be there on time though. It starts at 2 and goes till 6. So I could get there a little late. I could get there like 2:30, 2:45. I'm liking the bubbles more than anything else. I'm liking the bubbles. It's kind of giving like deep ocean floor, like where the angler fishes live. Ah, my bubble! I dropped my bubble! I dropped my bubble! Got it. Oh, it's covered in hair. It's covered in hair. I got it. I have retrieved the bubble. Placing the bubble. Ah! Got it. I saved it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do men do crafts? Real serious question. Do men ever do crafts like this? I guess that's what model building is, right? That's the male version of this. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the bubbles. I'm gonna do like multicolored bubbles on all of these. I might do, I'm not gonna do any other colors. Because that's where it's gonna go wrong. If I try to do multiple colors and then have to do like another top coat, that's where it's gonna go wrong. I can't do that. And I don't wanna use any of these because they're too chunky. I mean, it's like fine. Like it's fine. It's wrong way. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. That was way too much glue. Holy shit, that was way too much glue. Sorry, I didn't need to be like gasp about it, but I should have done theater in school. I was too shy. I would have been great at it. The drama. I did one play in school in the 7th grade. Arguably my most self-conscious year. Why did I do a play? Couldn't tell you. I think because at the time, there was like a couple of the cool girls. It was like considered cool to do a play. And so a couple of the cool girls were trying out. And so I was like, okay, it's okay to try out for drama and be in drama. It's cool now. And I think we'd all seen the previous year's productions because the 8th graders who were like the year above us, obviously, when we were in 6th grade, or maybe even 5th grade, honestly. It was like one of the last couple years. The production was so good and they had such high level talent for like 8th grade students, which at the time they seemed so old to me, but now I'm like, they were literal children. They were 13. But they did some play that like involves John Lennon. Like it was called like I Love You, John Lennon, or something like that. But it wasn't about John Lennon at all. It just had Beatles music. Like the score was all Beatles music. But it was a really good, like deep plot about a girl with cystic fibrosis. And she goes to the hospital. I don't remember the whole plot. But she befriends this girl who has like a heart condition in the hospital. And she's struggling with her cystic fibrosis and like the fact that like it's incurable. She's gonna have it her whole life. It's probably gonna guarantee she dies before she's like 50. It's like the life expectancy is really not good for people with CF. And she's so tired of like doing all of her treatments because it's so, you know, it takes a lot of energy and it's a lot of effort to like go through this routine. But if she doesn't do it, she'll like almost certainly get sicker and die. So she has to. And I just remember it was such a good drama. It had some really heartfelt, like fun moments, like funny moments. And then it had this crazy twist ending that no one was expecting. And it was so sad. It was such a sad ending, but it sticks with you. Like I still remember it to this day because it was so good. Y'all are never gonna watch it. So basically what happened was the girl who had the heart condition that she had befriended was like literally cleared to go home. Like she was gonna be leaving the hospital while the girl with CF was like stuck there, you know, for longer because she was sicker. And all of a sudden, the girl with the heart condition, like, goes into cardiac arrest and, like, dies. While the other girl is, I don't know, elsewhere. But basically, I don't remember the whole point or, like, the whole what happened. But I think the gist of it was, like, she, you know, obviously didn't think her friend was gonna die because she was not as sick as her. And when she did, it kind of gave her a renewed sense of, like, you never know. Like, you just never know. You know? People die all the time. Even when they're not sick. You know? Accidents happen. And it's sad. And it's really hard. And, like, life is tough. But you have to just cherish it while you can. And, like, do everything to try to enjoy your time here. And I don't know, it was just like a really beautiful play and the kids executed it so well. Like it was like levels beyond what you would expect for like a middle school play. And I remember seeing it and being in the audience and being really touched by it. And that was like what made me want to do drama. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Like I want to do that too. I want to make an impact on people like that. And then the year that I do the play, they picked the worst fucking script. The worst fucking play ever. It was like about a freaking dog pound or animal store or something, and the animals that were like stuck there. I got the part of the freaking yippy Pomeranian who gets returned because their owner couldn't handle how annoying they were. So I was supposed to be like a comedic relief. And I was told that I did a pretty good job, but I felt so stupid the whole time I was doing that damn play, dude. We didn't know until we already got the parts and we're like practicing it. And then I was like, dang, this is not a good play. Yeah. No regrets though, you know? It was an experience. I'll never forget that like the drama teacher thought I was so bad. Like she didn't like how I was doing hyper. She didn't like my interpretation of a hyper Pomeranian. And I'm kind of like, This is stupid. But on the night of the first time we did the play, the opening night, if you will, I was so nervous, I was literally shaking, and that kind of fed into my performance in a way that she liked. So then I came off the stage after all my lines were done. Wasn't many, I think I had 3, maybe. And she pulled me aside, she was like, Karina, day and night, like your performance is like, she was like so impressed and relieved that like I really pulled it out for the actual show, because apparently I was sucking in rehearsals. And I remember like she'd given me like maybe a note or 2 about the way I was doing it prior, but I remember that in that moment I was like, oh, okay, so you like hated my performance prior to this moment. Like you didn't like the way I was doing it. You were just gonna let me go out there and do it like that. It's fine. It's fine. One woman's opinion. One woman who was addicted to Diet Coke and literally got kidney stones like 4 times because she didn't drink enough water. You know? Why do we care what she thinks? I just put a big honking bubble in the middle of that one. Why? Couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. There is no rhyme or reason. It is just the way that it is. Ooh, that looks pretty. I like it. It looks pretty. I've also been known to overdo it though, you know? I've been known to overdo it. I've been known not to know when to stop adding stuff. But I think that looks fine. I think that's okay. Alright. I'll do one more small bubble over here. The like cyber tribal butterfly sticker things that I use do not go with the rest of what I'm doing whatsoever. I really wanted to use them though. They're so cool. But yeah, they literally don't go with anything else that I'm doing. It's kind of hilarious. Like, I'll wear them. Like, they're not the worst nails I've ever seen in my life. They're not great, but I'll wear them. Okay, now I'm gonna do a top coat. I guess I'll do the same one because it did work. It did like solidify, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna let these seal up in the lamp for a few minutes, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, I'm actually so freaking excited. These turned out so good. I'm gonna take a picture too because I feel like it's really hard to see the details with just an iPhone camera. And yes, they're kind of crazy and like not the most professional, but I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of how they turned out. And this system worked out really well because it was like kind of sticky enough that it held it, but then I can take it off easily and glue it on my nail. And I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna take closer up video and then I'm gonna put them on. So it's kind of like, you know, maybe it's like Star Galaxy, Bubble Galaxy, Hot Topic, like, I don't even know. I was thinking deep sea, but now I'm like, maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's deep space. But anyway, I'm happy with them. They're cute. I'm gonna put them on now. I'm really happy with how these turned out. These are so cool. All right, well, that was it for this video, but thanks for watching and have a good weekend, or have a good week. Bye. I'm so impatient. It's actually crazy.